We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.
Oh, it's when the moon hits your eyes.
I like a big pizza pie.
pie. That is bullshit. Hello, everybody. My name is Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silver fucking.
And it is the fucking 7th of February, the month of love.
Lubba.
2022, and this is the Nothing Sacred Show, motherfuckers. How y'all doing out there in internet land? Welcome to a hole in the wall on the internet.
Yes.
As long as this lasts, who knows how long it's gonna last? I don't know if you know about the Joe Rogan stuff.
Somebody was talking to me about that shit, dude.
Yeah, like about how they're trying to cancel him, and now they're calling him a racist because he used the N-word on his show.
Oh, Jimmy.
And then also he. The other thing, the convoy, Freedom Convoy.
You were talking about that last week. Yeah.
Of course, the media won't show it. And now what they're doing, they had a $10 million GoFundMe.
Oh, they took it down?
GoFundMe took it and said, we will take the money and put it toward a charity that we feel is valid. So we're going to take people's money that they donated. Let's say you gave $100.
Right.
And they were going to, they said, no,
they thought it was meant for one thing, obviously.
And they were going to try to put it toward another thing. Now they're offering instant refunds because people were doing chargebacks.
Oh,
refund, they were doing chargebacks. So yeah.
Dude.
Crazy shit, man. The world's going crazy still, man. Shit's just going. So just keep on going, then keep on flowing.
Yeah.
Now this is our usual,
our first show of the month kind of thing.
Kind of later. I know we had a little get together with
Koala. I'm thinking
Koala.
we should do that every month, man.
Yeah, we should do that a lot. Yeah, that was a good, as my buddy, the Lone Ranger said. He said basically that he watched part of it and said we had a great feel. Like he compared her to Robin.
Howard Stern.
Kind of like, all right, boys, okay.
Yeah, like kind of getting us reined in a little bit.
Yeah, so he enjoyed it though. So shout out to
the
Ranger
man.
Danger and the turkey.
Oh, they checked it out. That's dope, man.
Ranger Danger, but Lone Ranger. Yeah, they watched parts of it. They watched the first part. They didn't watch the whole thing. It's 2 hours, but they.
It's a long show. But hey, man, the fact that they popped in to even check it out, I didn't even. Yeah. Did they see you share it or something or what?
Yeah, they probably saw me share it, or the turkey went online, I think, and they saw it, and so.
Dope, man. That's cool as fuck. All right. Yeah.
So so shout out to them at the Madrone Studios. The new
intro
of the new intro, which you just heard a moment ago. Anyway, so how was your January, man?
Well, it was pretty cool. But I got to tell you, dude. A few things. One is I was a best man at a wedding. Mm-hmm. That was pretty cool. I'll talk to you guys about that in a second.
That was still in February. So.
Oh, that's true. That was February 2nd.
So anyway, just a general idea because we talked last week. I don't know if we mention the months. I don't think we did.
I don't know.
It was kind of a boring. It was Blanduary.
That's what it was Blanduary. Yeah, exactly. It was just kind of nothing really popping.
New year and
it didn't even. Well, like I said, it still doesn't feel like it's a new year. To me. So, but January was kind of bland.
Kind of bland. It wasn't like it was bad. It was just kind of
just nothing really popped.
Blanduary. Matter of fact, that's the name.
Blanduary. That sounds good. Well, here, man. Let me just tell you, I got a new term. It's a Yugi D, dude. And a Yugi D is like a wannabe, like a person who's trying to get into the rap game, but they just kind of suck. They're not really that good. And the D stands for dumb too, dude, because they could be fucking dumb too. And a lot of times they just have like a SoundCloud or a YouTube or something. And, they always want to come on the show and you're like, fuck. And now see at All Talk, I used to not be able to tell anybody no. And I was getting Yugi D left and right. Mm-hmm. But I think since we've been doing the show, like we've been doing it now, I've kept us pretty Yugi D free. You know what I mean?
There have not been any Yugi Ds.
We've had some good ones. I'm proud of like all our interviews pretty much.
We definitely can strain out the bullshit.
Exactly. Let me tell you what happened. I did a Maxwell. This guy on my friends list, he's I went to school with him. I don't know if you probably don't know him. He was in a few of my classes because you were like a grade behind me, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Okay, yeah. So you probably didn't know this dude, but anyway, he's friends with me on Facebook, and he tags me in something, and he's like, "This is my nephew's shit," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I check him out, and it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was all right. And so I said, "Well, I better comment." So and here I'm kicking myself in the balls for this, but I commented and I said, "Hey, man, that's pretty good, man. Maybe we'll have to get him on our podcast one day." Well, the fucker friends me on Facebook. Yep. And then he's like, "Hey man, you do your radio show, don't you?" I was like, "Well, yeah, it's a pre-recorded podcast," and I'm explaining it to him. And I said, he was like, "Well, maybe, can we do February?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, February is okay, that'll work." So, dude, just the other day, it's like 7 a.m. It's on a Sunday. So this was January 30th. And I hear the ding of the messenger that somebody sent me a message on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, okay, I'll check it in a little bit, So I finally get up and I check it. It's him. And he's like, "Hey man, so we still on for February?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." So I said, "What I need you to do is send me 4 tracks in MP3 format, no radio edits, please." So this dumb motherfucker writes back and says, "Oh, we can't cuss in the songs?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't say that. I said no radio edits. In other words, we don't want edited shit." So he's like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna send you the tracks now." So I'm checking my email all afternoon. I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I even checked the spam and nothing. So finally he messages me later and he's like, "Hey man, did you get my email?" And I'm like, "No, dude, and I've been checking all afternoon. What's going on?" And then he's like, "Is there a different way that I could send them to you?" And I'm going, "No, unless you want to have an ultralight fly over my balcony and drop a CD of your music there." What the fuck?
How is it hard to attach 4 files to an
email?
Or 2 files, whatever, just 2 in each.
2 to each.
Maybe,
like what I do
what
you.
He probably did is he probably saving them in waves and send.
Oh, that's probably what they won't send. Yeah.
Or he's putting them all in one instead of having 2 broken up so that you can get, And
it won't send. Well, then
4 MP3 should be able to fit in one.
Well, or at least 2. Well, like what I do with you, usually I'll send 2 messages of 2 tracks on each, when we have musical guests. But I told him, I was like, "Yeah, no, I still haven't gotten a man." He was like, "Well, man, I'm gonna try to use a different email then." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Okay. So then later he writes me, and I was seeing a bunch of posts from him that day about, "Yeah, I'm finna be on the radio. Everybody tune in and check me out."
Oh
like,
God, the radio.
Yeah. And then he messages me later that day, like that night, and he's like,
dude.
"Hey man, what's the station so I can have people tune in and listen?" And I'm like, "Again, bro, it's a pre-recorded podcast, so it doesn't run live." And I said, "By the way, I still haven't gotten your tracks yet." And I've heard nothing, crickets. So I'm like, "Okay, so maybe we'll just let this guy
just let it go."
Yep. I will.
Obviously, he won't even be able to listen. He didn't even ask to your fucking the website,
right. He didn't even check it out. Like, okay,
no. The radio. I'll be on the radio.
I'm gonna be on the radio. Well, I think I opened up a floodgate, dude, because I got another Yugi D like a day later.
Yeah, dude.
A guy who was from All Talk, but I didn't answer this guy back at all. I just was like, we're gonna let that.
Well, let me tell you, bro. That thank God you can record these yourself because you're gonna be doing them yourself.
Well, yeah,
I ain't gonna be going on. You ain't gonna Yugi D me.
Well, you know what, man? Like I said, I've been.
You have fun with that, man. You have fun with those.
I'm not. No, you know what? Those guys. The one dude, he's gonna fizzle out. I think. I hope. And then the other dude, I just I said, I didn't even respond back to him. I was like,
what if you just write him back and say, "Sorry, bro. Look, I don't think this is gonna work." Goodbye.
I don't.
Oh, well,
Well, I just.
And then you're gonna complain about, "Oh, dude, he's been bugging me all week." Yeah, because you haven't told him to fuck off, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell him anything.
I can't do that. I can't tell him to fuck off.
That's my problem, man. That's my problem.
Take this shit. I'm just gonna take his bullshit. I'm gonna keep asking him to look for his mail and get me.
No, that was last Sunday when all that was going on. So I haven't heard from him since. And I did say, by the way, I still haven't gotten your tracks yet. And then that was. He's probably like, "Man, this is too hard, dog. I don't want to do this."
It's not the radio. Oh man,
it's not real. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
It's not real radio. Do you know how many people don't listen to the radio anymore? Like
I was everybody. Gonna say, I don't know anybody that does.
First of all, when is the last time you actually turned on a radio station and listened to it?
fuck, dude, it's been a minute. Like I haven't listened to the radio in fuck, dude, probably 10 years.
Seriously, I have not listened to it. The only time I've listened to the radio over the last decade was when I was in my bro's car, because he would throw it on there when he was driving.
And that's when I'm riding in cars, sometimes they have it on, stuff like that. But
it's like you just don't bother. There's just no fucking reason to.
Oh yeah, for me to actually actively turn. It's funny now because I think Steve was telling me about something that was going to be on the radio, and he was like, "Yeah, it's on Sunday morning," and I'm like, "Dude, I don't even own a radio."
That's the thing. I don't. You can listen to it on the.
I can go online
and listen to the radio, dude.
Yeah, like why? So.
You go online and listen. What do you do online? I listen to the radio.
I listen to radio stations.
Do you listen to the commercials? Yeah. I like the Fashion Show Mall commercial. That's the flavor.
That's the shit. Or the Liberty Mutual.
Labor time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love having my music interrupted by baseless bullshit and stupid DJs. Matter of fact, I love the morning shows. I get up in the morning and I put that internet on.
They're so funny.
Mercedes in the morning.
Yeah, there's somebody that goes to the bar that likes, she's like, yeah, I really like Comp 92.3. I always win a bunch of stuff. And I'm probably thinking, because probably nobody's listening. And you're like,
you're the only one calling.
So I'm like, nah, I haven't listened to radio in like 10. Actually, seriously, I have not actively turned on a radio to listen to it in like 10 years.
Not at all, dude. Like I don't even have, I think I have something like, my mom sent me this karaoke boombox.
And it has radio
on it.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I would never use it because the first commercial.
You don't even know you have it. Sounds like.
It's like the funny thing. Why would you listen to music and hope you hear I hope I hear my favorite song? What do you? Just go to fucking YouTube.
Right, just pull that song up and hear it. I hope they play. I'm gonna call in and request it.
Get a free Spotify account on your phone, dude. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. Spotify or Amazon or
the one with those is that you type in the thing with that. Half of them won't let you listen to the actual song until after a couple. But still, YouTube. Go to YouTube. You can find any fucking song almost you want.
Yeah. Play whatever you want on demand shit,
on demand. So. You don't have to,
So yeah, that's this Yugi D ass nigga, man. He's
Yugi D.
He's just
you have fun with that, man.
Oh, I don't plan to do it. Matter of fact, that's why I was talking about maybe we could do our little drunken sacred again on like the 19th or something, because I originally told him the 18th. But
now instead of just telling him no, we got to fucking go around and do stupid shit.
I'm just not gonna tell him shit, just like, yeah, you can go.
Just don't respond to him. Even if he responds to you, just don't say anything.
Just don't respond. Like I said, I haven't heard from him since last Sunday, so I'm like, hey, well,
do we have anything for the 26th?
Yes, Big Mike.
Oh, that's right, Big Mike.
Big Mike on the 27th is what I told him.
I'll do that one. I'll get it.
Yeah, you definitely want to do that one, don't you?
Yeah.
He's got a new album. Oh, I normally I don't like to put it out there. Like, yeah, we got somebody coming on, or who we have coming on. But that's cool.
Oh, sorry.
That's cool, man. No, it's good.
We don't do it that much. We know he's not going to flick a trait.
We hope not, at least,
Yeah, but so that gives you a little bit of an idea. We got stuff coming up.
We're tickling your balls.
Always do. We always got the stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, then let me tell you about my paratransit ride the other day, dude.
Oh, Jesus! Is this the one with the stupid newbie who's like,
yeah, the newbie fucker. Yeah, this guy, dude, he did not know what the fuck he was doing, and he didn't get to me because I had an event, a breakfast meeting that we go to like the first Thursday of the month.
Yeah, so and we should call this Feebruary.
Feebruary, yeah, because a lot
of stupid assholes.
Yeah, well, and that might be even more appropriate because there's some pretty stupid shit here. So you can track your ride online now. Like I can go on and see, like, oh, how many minutes is he gonna be here? And it wasn't even showing up. So I'm like, oh fuck, dude, my pickup's at 6:44 or whatever. This guy's not even showing up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, I get a late notification, and it said they won't be here till 7:30 or something. I'm like,
and of course, it's not for a normal fucking day where you can just go, oh, I'll be late. It's
right, like, exactly.
Oh, this is important.
Yeah, it's a meeting, fuck. So then I'm like, all right,
now, come on, now, Maxwell. You don't go to meetings. You go to put spoons in napkins.
Exactly. You know what? That's what it's going to be. It's a meeting about the best possible way to wrap silverware in a napkin.
You don't need to go to no meeting. Just go to the center and do paraglide or something, whatever the fuck you're doing that day.
Paraglide.
Go to fucking Flyaway or whatever on a field trip.
Yeah, go to the ride the New York roller coasters. So anyway, finally, so I'm like, damn, should I take Lyft or Uber? And I'm kind of debating with myself, and I'm like, no, because we got to do those travel requests now whenever we do any outreach shit. So I was like, I put paratransit on the travel request, so fuck, I probably shouldn't take Lyft or Uber. So I'm waiting here. The guy finally shows up about 7:53, and I got to be there at 8. So I walk out and I kind of make a smart ass comment to him. I'm like, oh man, I didn't realize your buses could fly, man, because I got to be there in like 7 minutes and you're just now getting here. So, and he just didn't respond, he was kind of like, fuck you. So anyway, then we're picking up, we're dropping off, and I'm like, finally I'm checking the time, dude, and it's getting later and later. I mean, we're talking, it's like 8:50. The meeting's over at 9:30, by the way.
Oh, good grief.
And I tell the guy,
that's got to be the most frustrating fucking thing in the world, is knowing you're missing a meeting and you're not, and you're going to get there for no fucking reason.
That's exactly what happened too. Cause I asked the guy, I said, hey, are you at least going to get me there in time so I can meet my connecting bus that's supposed to pick me up? And he's like, I don't even know. I can't tell you that. And he's like, I don't even know your name. And I'm like, dude, you picked me up. I'm Brett's, I gave him my name. And I caught it, didn't I?
Yeah, Mr. Max, dude.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
Seriously, that's fucking, how do you not know?
Yeah.
That reminds me of when I got yelled at camp once as a counselor.
Really?
Because I was in line for the doctor, because you have to get your medications for your campers. Some of your campers need meds in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Taking your campers to the office. Yeah,
you have to go there because there's a line at the beginning. You got to bring them up, and then they take what they need to.
Right.
And go from there.
Gotcha.
Well, someone didn't know their camper's full name, and I'm like, how the fuck?
What?
I know your camper's full name, and they got mad at me. Like, well, some people don't know that. I'm like,
how do you not do? Seriously,
I know your camper's full name. Yeah,
that's just, dude, that's incompetentiousness, man. Sorry.
It was just like, well, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what the context was. It was 25 years ago.
But it was something dumb. Like the guy didn't know the camper's name. Like, seriously?
Fuck, dude. Seriously. And I got shit for it. I looked like, because I looked like arrogant. Like, I'm like, fucking know you goddamn can't.
Yeah, it's just common sense.
Medications. They take fucking medications that they need them,
Right. And it's important for you to know what they need.
It's the same thing with this, because the guy needs to know who he's picking up and dropping off. And what if he just dropped you off the wrong place? I didn't know his name.
Right. I didn't know the guy's name. Well, finally he pulls it up and he goes, oh, are you going to, and he gave the address. And I said, yeah, that's where I'm going. He's like, oh, I'm taking you now. And I'm like, great. I'll probably get there about 9:30. Dude, I had to call dispatch. And I'm talking to the lady at dispatch, and she's like, my God, what are you doing like the ride around the city today or something? And I'm like, I don't know, but this dude, man. And she's like, okay. She's like, this is no good. She said, I'm going to try to get them to hold that bus up to wait for you.
Well, here's the thing. All right. If you, I mean, okay, it's hard to see it from a driver's perspective.
Right.
But because I don't think they have the ability to go off their fucking goddamn ledger. I don't think they do. They do,
because I called and complained later, and I got a call back from this guy named Scott. He's a supervisor over there at MV Transit.
They know you well. They're like, oh shit.
Oh, they know. Yeah, they're like, oh fuck, let's call this guy.
God damn it, let's get him off. Oh, he knows people. Oh god.
Well, that's the thing. Scott called me. We had a big long conversation. And he was like, yeah, if drivers would think a little bit, they can deviate from their manifest. They just have to notify the dispatch. And I'm like, okay, so it can be done. And he's like, yes, it can. I'm like,
it has to be able to, because I'm sorry. If someone like first of all, if you saw someone on there who's getting dialysis, right?
Oh yeah.
And they had an appointment at the same time as you, I'm sure you would go, fuck,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
first of all, they should have categories of fucking things like
that's what they call that discriminating. No, you can't do that.
I'm sorry, but if you're a work related, they should have work related buses for people who work versus
tard shit where you're gonna go paint fucking sparrows.
I get where they're coming. Like, they can't tell you, but if you know someone's going to fucking the Orleans and then there's someone who's got dialysis or a business meeting. You go to the fucking business meeting and the fucking thing.
Dialysis first. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, even over you go, fuck yeah, dialysis first. You wouldn't
go,
yeah. Shit, you know.
Oh, there's been times where, you know, the drivers told me, oh, this person, they're going to be late for their dialysis or they're going to be late. And I'm like, oh, no, take them now. You know, like, I'm not going to get upset, you know.
But they shouldn't have two of those at once. They should have hard meetings, like they should be a star level of importance.
They should
like if it's work related, because I don't care. Certain jobs will not give a fuck if you're on a bus. If you're late, you're late. They don't fucking care.
They'll fire your ass.
They will. If you don't clock in at a certain time, like, wow, you have to make sure you get, so you have to set your goddamn bus to get there an hour early. And that's the thing. Even if you set that shit to get there like at 7 just to prepare, like the meeting's at 8, you would have still been an hour late at least.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
So you drive across town for an hour and a half. You don't get to go to the meeting. You don't get, and that makes you look fucking like a flake, even though you're not. Like, but you can explain all you want to, but well, you weren't there, you know, depending on how important it was. And then you get there, you don't even get to do it. You almost missed your fucking connecting.
Yep.
And so
that's all I did.
You just wasted fucking 2 hours of your life, dude.
Exactly. And what I wound up doing is getting off in the parking lot, getting on the other bus, you know.
No way. Like, literally.
Yep. When the bus was already there. Wow. And like I said, I was talking to the lady at dispatch and she's like, okay, I'm going to hold this bus up for you.
Dude, what if it was a job interview or a fucking promotion interview or something?
Oh, yeah. Something important. Well, that's, you know, you do that. Right. What, you going to get promoted to senior bucket handler? You know, like,
you're going up from folding napkins to cleaning plates. Oh,
you get to wash dishes now. You actually get to use water, isn't that cool? You know, you can be trusted with it.
You can turn on a faucet and turn it off. It's really neato.
Yeah. So that's what happened, man. We pulled up right behind my other bus, and I got off and got on the other bus. That was what I did. So they're gonna send me some free passes, some free ride coupons. That's what she told me.
Hey, you know, I guess that's all they can really do.
Well, that's all they can. Yeah, exactly.
I would not. That'd be one of the worst fucking jobs, dude.
Oh yeah, well, and the problem is probably a lot of people that do complain don't really have legitimate complaints. You know, like a lot of old people that just want to bitch about the driver hit a bump, you know, or something dumb, you know.
Or I was late to the casino.
Yeah, they were going to have breakfast call in the morning and I couldn't make it in time. You know, stupid shit. But
I mean, everyone has their own important things. And I guess I understand why they can't do priority, but they should have, like I said, they should have like some kind of like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, if there's an appointment time on it, it should be given priority. It's just what it should be, you know?
Yeah.
So
exactly. If you have I need to be there by this time or else I'm going to lose my job. Well, you can always get
yeah. Hey, look, they have a Social Security. The government gives you people money, don't they?
Don't need a job.
Why are you even working? Why are you working? God damn it.
Goodness. Come on. Get with the program. Go
get with the
scuba dive at fucking the Tropicana or
go scuba diving at the Tropicana.
in the fucking whale exhibit they have there for fucking so that the fucking people walking by can see the tards floating in the water with the whales. And
look, it's a tard with a scuba mask on. Fucking tard.
Tard with a scuba mask.
He's like, look, I got my scuba mask on. I'm gonna be a diver.
I'm in the biggest. I'm with the biggest. And then people are staring. People are staring and going, "Oh, look at the Phoebe and the whale."
The Phoebes and whales.
The Dolphin and the Phoebe. A new movie. Phoebe Willie.
Phoebe Willie.
Dude, that Michael Jackson song was it? What did he do?
Phoebe Willie,
a retarded dolphin and a retarded boy.
So the dolphin and the tard boy, they meet and they have a long-lasting friendship.
You my queen. Like that McDonald's commercial. And that one with the kid, the Down syndrome kid, like, eat my bone, eat my friend.
There was a show about that, I think, wasn't there?
Well, that was Corky, remember?
Oh, Corky. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Goes on, but that was a drama, serious.
Of course,
special episode of the week. Jimmy gets AIDS.
He gets ass raped by somebody
90s,
in the group home, right?
The early 90s fucking shows where everyone had AIDS. There'd be somebody on the fucking show who had
somebody
AIDS.
winds up getting it. Oh, that's right.
Party of Five, someone had AIDS. Fucking, Corky, the sister gets AIDS, or the boyfriend dies.
There was that.
AIDS.
Then there was that
very
Smith
special
movie.
episode.
Remember that Will Smith movie where he plays a dude who gets AIDS or something? Remember, it was like one of his first movies.
Well, there's also fucking Philadelphia.
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Hanks. Philadelphia.
Jesus.
Or the shows like maybe there's a film, a Fresh Prince, a very special Fresh Prince. Fucking what's his name? The Carlton. I got AIDS.
Well, don't
You'll never
you know,
dance
man?
again, man.
Carlton, you need to rap your soldier. You know that? Well, I was never told that.
Did you do the Carlton in that girl? A very special, or those things, a very special episode.
A special episode, a 2-hour episode this week.
Yeah, like, talk about Family Ties. Tom Hanks guest stars on Family Ties.
Was that the one where there was, there were a few Family Ties like that too.
The uncle who got drunk.
The alcoholic uncle. Yep.
And he punched Alex.
That's right. I remember that.
Alcoholic brother, alcoholic uncle. Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
God. Shit.
So let's see. So I got a small Feebruary story. I almost got this is annoying as fuck. Okay, this is actually a Blindo story that would have pissed you off.
Okay, I got a Blindo one after you.
So I go to the fucking store. It's not Blindo for me, which is really annoying. So I go to the fucking store, and a lot of times people sit outside the store and just hang out outside the store,
just loitering, just like
well, they're whatever, waiting for people to walk by and ask them for money. So this motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, he's got a bike on the sidewalk. I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna walk around the bike. So I try to go around the bike. He's got a fucking trailer, pole on the bike, like it's like 2 feet off the ground, connected to a fucking like a
chain or something,
like a wagon.
Okay,
behind his fucking bike, so he can drive his bike. So if I would have kept going and not seen, I would have tripped over this little. It's like a little bar. Like that holds a trailer bar,
right? Yeah. Oh God, those things are evil, dude.
I'm talking. Let's say and it was on a bike, like a regular bicycle.
God, so my brother has one on his truck that I've banged into a bunch of times.
Well, this is not even like that. This is like the pole. Like, so let's say you're holding the a red wagon, the old red wagon.
Oh yeah.
Say how that had that long fucking pole where you
pulled it
with, but it wasn't like it was a long pole,
right? And it had a little lip or a little like loop thing on the end of it. Yeah.
And you just pulled it with that. So it was like 3 or 4 feet. So that was so let's say that was sitting there with his stuff in the back. That was going across the fucking sidewalk. So my ankles would have clipped that. If you would have been there, you would have.
Oh, that would have been. I can feel your pain on this shit, dude.
So
people
I'm like,
are just fucking stupid.
I'm like, dude. So I go, fuck. So I go around it, and then I go inside, and some guy's going, man, let me use your phone. It's like, I'm sorry, it's not a public phone. We can't let you. It's emergency. I need to use your phone, motherfucker.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
motherfucker,
or something like that. Like he was cursing. He was cursing. I was like, fuck this shit. He's like, let me use your phone. The guy's like, I'm sorry, we can't use your phone. So, and I think it was the same guy who had the bike, because the bike was just sitting there.
Nobody was on the bike when you walked by it. Okay,
fucking, or he was going in after me or something like that. I think it was right when I was going to get what I was getting.
Okay.
And he's like, man. So he's like, what? He's like, stomps out and stands in front of the door, and just like standing in front of the door outside.
Oh Jesus!
And I'm like, dude. So I go up to the counter. I go, dude. There's this guy out there who's got this fucking thing that's blocking the whole sidewalk. And so they kind of worked it out, but just like, dude, just pull that shit out. You're blocked. Literally, I had to walk off the sidewalk onto the parking lot, go around him, get back on. The places right for the store.
Oh, dude, I totally get it, because I've had people...
right near the garbage can, right near the door. So if the garbage can was blocking part of it. His thing was sitting there. The little pole was going across. So if I would have walked, because I was trying to go between, I thought, I'll go between, and I'm like, whoa. I almost tripped, basically.
That would have pissed me off, man.
Oh, dude,
that would have totally pissed me. And I know what you're saying, man, because I've had people, like remember the one, I think I put it on Facebook one time. Some dumb bitch had a laptop bag sitting like right in the middle of the hallway, and I wound up tripping over. And it's like, what are you doing? This is a walkway. Don't get your shit out of the walkway.
Oh, dude.
But
that happens all over here. People will stand they'll have their fucking shit all on the sidewalk and like sit there, and you have to walk around them and shit.
Oh, that would piss me off. I totally.
Oh, dude, it's bad here, man.
Wow.
Motherfuckers driving on, or one of my biggest pet peeves, fucking driving your bike on the sidewalk.
Oh, dude, I had somebody run into me one time.
It's a sidewalk, not a side ride, motherfucker.
Yep. No, I was actually, this is back in the day when I used to walk all the time, and I was going up Maryland Parkway, and some fucker slams into me. You know, I got my cane, and he bangs into me, knocks my cane out of my hand, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, it's like, idiot, you drove right in. Yeah, that's just what he did. Sorry, man.
Sorry, man. Dude, there's a bike lane, bro. And if there's not, then don't
ride on the side. Yeah, that always pisses me off too.
I always say it's a sidewalk, not a side ride.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucker.
Like
especially in this town where there's fucking bike snobs everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's I've heard that, dude. It's a big bike.
Oh yeah,
bike
fucking snobs
because they're all environmentally conscious. You know, kind of thing.
It's fucking all fucking nuts and woke, dude.
Wow, dude. Oh, I got another story for you.
Woke meal.
I got a what, a woke meal?
Yeah, like woke meal, like oatmeal, you know, because they eat oats and shit like that.
Oh yeah, so they're eating woke meal. Yeah. Okay.
What's that? What is that stuff called in the morning with that's something?
Cream of woke.
Cream of woke, dude.
They're eating their cream of woke.
Cream of woke, dude. They're eating their shredded woke.
Exactly.
There was a honey bunches of woke.
It's a honey of a woke. You're gonna be
honey nut cherry woke.
So,
right, so what happened?
Here's the other thing. Okay, so last night, and like I was saying, I was a best man at Leopard's wedding, which was pretty fucking cool. You know, I enjoyed it. Although I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of those tux, man. I was like, oh God. As soon as it was over, I was like, okay, I gotta go change this shit. Well, Leopard had this dress that had this like canvas thing that drug behind her. So people were stepping on it. I'm like, this thing is a pain in the ass. Like, why the fuck would anyone want to wear this thing? You know? So that was because I stepped on it. A bunch of people stepped on it. I'm just like, this fucking goddamn annoying ass dress.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah.
She gets pulled up short, like, oh, because she can't try to walk. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess her, well, now husband,
I think
he had to hold. Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was holding the back of it, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, but anyway, the reception was last night. They had the reception at their house. So there were a bunch of people there. They had a DJ. It was pretty cool, man. A lot of food. By the way, I was eating the shit out of these Jello shots, dude.
Boy.
But anyway, I'm sitting at this table outside, and this woman who's sitting at this table, I guess she's like one of the guy's girlfriends or something, and she's like, hey, can I ask you a question? How well do you see? And I'm like, I don't. I'm completely blind. She's like, oh, well, do you ever go to the vision something? It was like some kind of medical facility, I think, for like, you know, eye care or stuff. And I said, no, because my vision's not repairable. And she goes, yes, it is. And I'm like, no, it's not. And she's like, I'm telling you, she's like, we can do stuff for you. I work for a facility and we help patients with vision issues all the time. And I'm like, you guys would not be able to help me. Trust me. And she's like, I'm going to give you my card. I want you to call me tomorrow.
Your card.
And I'm like, no. I said, first of all, even if there is something that could be done.
Fucking thing, dude. Is it real? She
I was
works with blind. Wait, hold on.
You want to digest that for a minute?
She works with blind people. We can heal you.
We can
give you my printed card so you can call me tomorrow.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Even though I do have a way to scan cards and shit.
You might, but dude, just think a moment and go, oh.
Right. That is kind of bonehead. Like you're assuming. Well, they must think I have my retard repair squad.
Like to read your stuff.
Reads my mail, wipes my ass, you know, all kind of things like that.
Still, it's just a minor thing. I know it's just funny that she's like, oh, I bet we can help you. And then she gives you a fucking
here's my card. Call me tomorrow. Well, then I told her, I said, you know, even if there is something that can be done, I wouldn't want to do it because I've never seen before. And she was like,
never mind.
Really? And I'm like, yeah, really? And she's like, well, and I must have had to explain this to her like 3 or 4 times. She's like, I guess it's just the medical person in me. I like to help people. And I'm like, yeah, well, help someone else, you know.
Dude, the medical, dude, I guess it's just the saint in me, the angel in me,
the savior I am,
awesomest person in the world in me that likes to help people.
That's what I do. That's
help. What I do.
So I got the fuck up from there pretty quick, and then I went inside and I saw Wolverine and Jumbo Jet, and I was telling them the story, and they're just like laughing their asses off. They're like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know, some dumb bitch out there. I don't know who she is.
How do you know she came in after you? It's like heard the whole thing.
That would have been funny, but no, I didn't hear anybody coming. Everybody was outside pretty much. I think we were like the only ones in there at the time. So I went in to get a beer or some shit.
Or
but
shots. Dude, those Jello shots, depending how strong they are.
Oh, they were strong. You could taste it, dude. You could taste it.
Because the ones at the bars are like, here, free Jello shots, and it's like there's like
they're in shit. No, these are leopard Jello shots, dude. Oh, leopard. I mean, you could taste the vodka in them.
Oh God! So you probably just drained a bunch of them, didn't even realize it.
I did. Oh yeah, I just took a bunch with a bunch of people and on top of the beer, and then I think I took a shot with somebody too. We did some like a whiskey shot or something.
You know it's bad when you're like, I think.
No, actually I did, because I was kind of fucking around. I was like, I think it was Ryan's son actually, because he's like 20 something.
Oh, okay.
And so we're in the kitchen. And I said, all right, dude, what kind of trouble can we get in? He was like, I don't know, man. We got some whiskey right here. I was like, fuck it, let's do it, dude. You want to do a shot? And he was like, yeah,
whiskey shots.
Yeah. So that was cool, man. That was
dude.
That was the pretty much my excitement. I don't know if you got any other shit, man, happening.
Not really. Just same old stuff. Just hoping that all this stuff clears up. In terms of I started my improv stuff again, so I'm doing that.
You're doing an open mic tonight, aren't you? You said?
I'm thinking about going. I don't know. It just depends. Depends on whether my buddy's going to go or not, because I'm not sure exactly where it is. So.
Oh, okay.
I wanted. That's why we kind of changed it up a little bit. So I'm thinking I might go. It's a bit of a walk, but who knows? We'll see what happens. That's why I wanted to make sure that I had the opportunity if it did come up. So that's why we did it.
Oh, I gotcha. Just case.
But then again, I might actually start doing it earlier if it's really a cool spot. Like I might see if we can start doing it early today, or
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
We'll see.
Just depends. Oh, real quick, I told you this off the air, but this is funny. So Cruise Control's brother writes me on Facebook, because there were a bunch of pictures that we took at the when I was the best man at the wedding, and he writes me. He's like, hey man, you didn't I noticed in the pictures you were the only one wearing a mask. He's like, are you scared of this thing, man? And so I wrote him back, and I'm like, nah, man, actually I said, I'm just like you, man. I think it's bullshit, but nobody told me to take my mask off, so I just assumed everybody else had their masks on too.
That's hilarious. That's kind of fucked up in a way, dude. Like it's not, you can't get angry at anybody, but why couldn't someone go, hey dude, you don't have to keep that on for the picture?
Yeah, I wish they would have. I would have taken it off,
because you were the only one. I'm like, I was wondering about that. Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah,
a little awkward.
Nobody said anything until later. I think somebody did finally say, oh, you can take your mask off. We're taking pictures. And I'm like, oh, but it was a while before anyone said anything. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking funny, man.
But just got to say shit. Otherwise, I'm not going to know. I assume you all have your masks on, So,
oh, man.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much been the excitement.
Yeah, that's not much excitement. Like I said, Blanduary, man.
Yeah, it's Blanduary. But I like Feebruary.
Feebruary. It seems like we got the stupids coming out of the red.
Yeah, because all the stupid shit starts happening now. Like dumb people doing dumb shit.
Yeah. So. And it's also the month of love.
Oh, that's right. Oh, we're going to talk about that next week on the shrink wrap.
On the shrink wrap. So a little heads up on that. We are doing that next week. And guess what day that's coming out? The Monday, the 14th.
Oh, daddy. Well, we're going to record it on the 12th, right? Remember? Because Super Bowl Sunday is
that's right.
That's why we'll figure we'll do it that Saturday afternoon and get it knocked out.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, sir. Cool.
Well, I don't have much else I don't really have much, man. I'm just rolling through, just working out.
That's good, man.
Doing my thing and playing my games and trying to figure out doing more open mic stuff. So we'll see how it goes tonight. We'll see what happens. I'll let you know if there's anything crazy going on. Doing my improv. I got my improv tomorrow night, so that should be fun.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully they'll have the remove, because they're really starting to remove all the mandates and stuff. So hopefully the mask mandates will be gone soon, and I can get back to actual,
Yeah, because they're even out here. They're not really too strict with that anymore.
Nah, man, it just doesn't make any sense. People are starting to realize, and it's getting really bad in certain places where like the convoy and stuff, people just can't take it anymore. Just like, fuck this shit.
Well, I mean, here it is. This has been 2 years, dude. Come on now.
2 fucking years. It has been 2 fucking years.
Yep. Yep. Going on shit. Yeah. In March.
Yep. In March. Yep. When everyone's like, we're gonna get through this together.
Oh, I love that. We'll get through this. Like,
it's a new normal.
It's like say that's like McDonald's saying, we'll get through this burger and fries craze thing. We'll stop selling the burger. Like, no, you motherfuckers are making too much money. You don't want it to end.
Yeah. No, and you're undercutting the small businesses for. That's one good thing. I'm not with fucking Amazon anymore. God, I couldn't imagine how awful would have been the work there the last 2 years. Fucking people getting the package is constant.
Yep. With all that shit going out, people they're stuck at home and they're turning into Karens and they're just total fucking wackos. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Well, anyways, it's been about 30-minute episode, so we'll get.
Hey, man, it's not how long we talk; it's what we say. You know what I'm saying?
True, it's true. Maxwell, feel the love this month. If you meet a girl, just remember to do whatever she tells you to do.
That's right.
Because that's love.
Be subservient. Do what you're told.
So this has been the Nothing Sacred Show for the 7th of February, 2022. I am Cruise Control,
and I'm Maxwell Silverhammer. And that's the story. There, bitches. Every bitch begins with K. Or no, every cunt begins with K. Sorry.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred.